Hello friends, welcome back to my channel English Classes by Ramadan. I hope you all are fine and staying at home. You must be enjoying your holidays, but along with the holidays, some work to be done is necessary, right? So, as in the previous video, we started uh, about the spoken English course and we did the basic chapter of sentence. Today, we'll be doing the next chapter, that is parts of speech. But before starting parts of speech, let's revise what is sentence, like this basic chapter, in 1 minute, and then we will continue with the next. So, just have a look. In the previous video, we did what is sentence, and the sentence is a combination of logical words, as we did, and its types. Then we did its type. It has four types, that is declarative, interrogative, exclamatory, and imperative. Declarative further has two types, positive and negative. Positive means, like if we go for a sentence that I just finished reading a book. I declared something in a positive way. I, for example, I finished my food. Okay, so I declared something very clearly. And when we are talking about the negative sentence, I am not coming. The sentence that includes the words no, never, no, never, no, or no, not, that are called declarative in the negative form. Then we did the second form, that is the interrogative form. The interrogative form is the question form, in which we use the word question words, that is when, why, where, how, um, such words, the words starting with W, right? And then we did the third type, that is the exclamatory. The exclamatory is when we give some uh, kind of uh, exclamation mark sentences, when we give kind of surprising sentences or some kind of reaction sentences, like we won. The word surprise, like we write surprise, and it is also an exclamatory sentence. No doubt it's just the one word, but it ends with the exclamatory mark, so it's a sentence form in exclamation, right? And the fourth type is we did, that is imperative. The imperative, in which we give a reaction in a way of command or request. Like in this sentence, this sentence is like ends with a full stop, right? Take it like in such a way, like please come and sit down, don't stand, don't go there, don't go up, like kind of request or command. Maybe it's in the form of command, or maybe it's in the form of request. Please, if we use the word please, it's a request. And if we say don't go, don't stand, then it's a command. So this was the previous chapter we did. Today, we are going to start with the second chapter, that is parts of speech. Parts of speech contains, uh, like, it is must to learn the parts of speech for making sentences, because without knowing that what you have to use in the sentence, you cannot make a logical sentence. Okay, so the next chapter is parts of speech. Parts of speech means what is going to be in sentences. Of course, we need something to create sentence. Some things to create sentences. Right. So what we know, uh, I think many of you must be aware of some things that is required for a sentence. Can you guess what do we required to make a sentence? Anything that comes to your mind. Okay, now let's discuss. Parts of speech has eight uh, types we will be going to learn, and actually we'll not learn, we'll slowly and slowly grab that things in our mind. Okay, so the first thing is nouns. A sentence contains nouns. It contains pronouns. Then it contains verbs, right? Then it contains adjectives. Then one, two, three, four. Fifth is adverbs. Then it has prepositions. Sixth is conjunctions. Conjunctions. Then eighth, last is interjections. By reading eight of these, you must have come to know that many of the things you must be aware, right? Because you have been learning these things from your childhood, and these must be in your syllabus or everything. But do you remember them, or do you remember their definitions? I think when we were child, we were taught about the definitions of all these things, but we were not told about how to use them in the sentences. I'll also start with the definitions, but you don't have to learn with the definitions. I'll tell you the meanings of every part of the sentence. These are basically the parts of the sentence that we use because, for example, um if I am giving you a sentence like I am a teacher, right? So this sentence has four things in it. Like I is a pronoun, a noun for me. Okay, for me. Uh, you are a noun. Am, that fits with I. It is a verb. Then a teacher. It is a adjective for me, like I am, who am I? It is depicting me. So these are the parts of sentences. A sentence can have these eight parts at the max, but minimum of only two things, right? Because a sentence must have a noun and a verb, it must have a pronoun or a verb, it must have an, the other things you are going to add are like adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. But a sentence must have a subject and a verb. So subject is either a noun or pronoun, right? So these are the parts of sentences we are going to learn. So now I will tell you about in one or two lines about every one of these sentences. Then if you require in details that what are these in details, then I'll make a detailed chapter for everything, but not in the spoken English course. That will be a separate video for every topic. In spoken English, we don't need in full detail. We only need is what we only need is about the knowledge of these topics. Okay, so let's get started in details about every topic, and I'm going to tell you about the nouns first. So, what are nouns? Many of you must be aware that why I'm telling you about nouns, because every one of you have done that in your school, in your syllabus, or everything, right? But many of you must have forgotten, or many of you must not have listened. I am just going to tell you a simple thing about noun. Is a noun is a name of a person, name of person, place, thing. I am a noun. Ram is a noun. Sita is a noun. Place Delhi is a noun. New York is a noun. And thing, about the thing, if we talk, um, shoes, shirt, it's a noun. Anything that has a name, right? Anything name, that is a noun. So noun is further divided into two parts, that is proper noun and common noun. Proper noun and common noun. Nouns are of two types: proper, common. Proper noun contains of names that are particular, and these are commonly like girl, boy, schools, um, anything in the form of which we categorize commonly. That is a noun, like man, men, uh, girl, boy, school, men. But the particular name is like my, Purva. I am a particular person. Maybe there must be some other Purva, but it is a name given to a particular person. Delhi, it is particular. The US, right? It is a particular country name, right? So name given particularly to one thing is proper noun, but common categorization of something is common noun. Basically, nouns are of two forms, but we must have listened that there are collective nouns, there are countable and non-countable nouns. That categorization comes under the common noun category. The common nouns are further divided into collective nouns, non-collective nouns. Common nouns are further categorized into collective nouns, non-collective, right? And the third is countable, non-countable, and the fifth one is abstract noun. These all come under the category of common nouns: collective nouns, non-collective nouns, countable nouns, non-countable nouns, and abstract nouns. The names depict that we have what we can do with these nouns. Like collective nouns are which we can collect, like collect something, maybe for example books. These are collective nouns. Non-collective, which we cannot collect or count, which we cannot like imagine the collection. The countable nouns, which we can count. I have 4 books. I have 5 books. I have 2 tables. I have 1 laptop. That is, these are the countable nouns. Non-countable nouns, which we cannot count, like milk, water, something, salt, sugar. You have 1 kg, and you took like grab some spoon or something from that packet, and then you can't count that how much is left or how much you have taken out, right? So that is non-countable. Abstract noun are the feelings, like names given to feelings. These are sad, uh, happy, anything name given to a feeling: sad, happy, uh, surprised. These are abstract nouns. Okay, so this is about nouns. uh, the all about nouns is this. Now, for you, the homework is that you have to find all the nouns in your environment. Like, what are the nouns at your home? What are the nouns in your surroundings? Because you can't go out in the parks or somewhere to search for the nouns, but you can do that. Like, go upstairs, go to your like roof, and look at your surroundings and find out what are the nouns. Or you can go uh, search in your rooms what are nouns. Like, in my room there is a chair, there is a table. In what category they come, you have to tell that. uh, like, this is your homework, and if you are not able to understand something, do comment me and ask me again. I'll surely help you with the like topic or something. I personally can reply to you. I have no issues in that, because the thing must be clear before moving ahead. Okay, this is all about nouns. Tomorrow we'll start with the pronouns, and slowly we'll complete about the parts of speeches first. Then we will come to the next topic, and this is how we are moving ahead. This is all about nouns today, and hope you are liking my videos. Your suggestions are welcomed. If you want to know something extra, want to study something extra, you can contact me. You can comment me, and I will contact you personally. uh, Stay home, stay safe, and this is all for today. Thank you. Bye bye.